Well, we have just pulled into DeOrr, and now we are going to drive up to the Timber Creek Campground. The stage stop where Jessica and Vernal say they went to get some items the day that DeOrr disappeared. That's right on the main strip. It's the only business that sells stuff here near the campsite. You can get gas, soda, candy, whatever. And then you turn down this side road that we're on right now to head up to the campsite. It's about a 15 to 20 minute drive from here if the weather's good and if the roads are clear. From the road, it's about 8 miles to get to the Timber Creek Reservoir. So we're going to turn down Timber Creek Road here. You can see just how desolate it is out here. In fact, there's no cell phone reception during most of this drive, most of the area, but if you pan out here, you can see there's just miles and miles of vast space, shrubbery. Really, DeOrr could be anywhere out there. So we're about 7 miles away from the campsite at this point. You can see the road is pretty bumpy. I don't know if you can see, or the camera might be shaking a little bit. We're going about 20 miles an hour. Can't go much quicker, otherwise you might damage your car. So when DeOrr disappeared, ATVs were very helpful in trying to search for him. Same with horses and people on foot. Small type of vehicles, though, wouldn't do well up here. If you drove a passenger type car, you might have issues getting it up here. We're in a medium-sized SUV, and you can see it's still a little bumpy. You wouldn't want to go too fast. Up here, you can see there's a couple of cattle grades that we are going over, and it's just a really remote part of Idaho. Perfect place to go camping, but off the grid. You'd have to really know where you were going if you wanted to try to find the campsite. This is the campsite where DeOrr and his family were camping. It obviously is a little bit different now, 10 years later versus back on that day. But over here is where Isaac had set up his tent, kind of near this boulder. Then you have the picnic table with the fire pit here. The SUV, we're told, was parked somewhere in this area. And Grandpa Bob, when DeOrr vanished, had a lawn chair set up somewhere in this area. Now, originally, Isaac and Jessica and Vernal decided to go up here to take a look at some fish.
Isaac actually leaves with them.
With the parents.
To show them where to fish.
And then breaks off.
And then breaks off and comes back and ends up down here.
Now, let me show you. The creek is just down this steep hill. Fairly steep. I mean, you could walk down it if you find the right spot. This is a cutoff from the main water creek, which is on the other side. We'll go down there in a minute and show you what it looks like. But let me walk up to where Jessica and Vernal say they went to look at the fish. Okay, now we're about 100 yards away from the picnic table. This is where we're told Jessica and Vernal came to fish or look for fish. When they came out, they realized that their son was gone. They did some searching. Now, Jessica called 911 from this spot, we're told, because she was worried that she couldn't get a cell phone reception down that way. Today, the cell phone reception is much better up here. I have, 3 bars and I can call out, but at that time, you were in a dead zone. She was able to call 911 while Vernal hopped in his truck, went down the path. But that's when he turned back around and came back up here and said, we haven't looked hard enough. And you can overhear him when she's on the phone with 911. You can overhear him in the background talking with her as she is on the phone with dispatch.
14:28 4 seconds, July 10, 2015.
What's the address of your emergency?
I'm actually camping in DeOrr, just outside of DeOrr.
Uh-huh.
My 2-year-old son, we can't find him.
What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica who?
Mitchell.
How long has he been missing?
About an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Are you by water?
Yes.
Okay, stay on the phone with me, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to put you on hold. John? I need... Do you know which campground you're in? What?
Timber Creek.
Pardon me?
It's Stone Reservoir, Timber Creek.
Stone Reservoir?
Yeah, or Timber Creek.
Hold on. We need search and rescue. Jessica? Jessica?
Yeah.
What's your son's name?
Or
What is it?
your ORR.
What's his first name?
That's his first name. DeOrr.
Oh. B-O-R-R?
OR.
Just O-R-R? Okay. What is he wearing?
He was wearing cowboy boots, a blue pair, like pajama pants, and a camel jacket. And he's got shaggy blonde hair.
How tall is he? Hello?
Yes, I'm not exactly sure how to give it up.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your husband calling too?
Like all down where we were camping at, and we can't find him at all.
Okay. Hang on. Do you know how far outside of Leadore you are? What?
It's the turn off right after like the general store and the post office in Leadore, and it's at Timber Creek.
As you're going up over the pass?
If you're in Leadore and you're at the like gas station, you take the street on the left-hand side, right across the street from the gas station, and go straight out that street.
Is it a paved road?
No.
Okay, as you're headed towards Leadore, you take a right on the street across the street from the gas station.
It would be a left.
A left.
Yeah. And there's a sign that says like Timber Creek and
Okay,
stuff like that.
and you're coming like from Idle Falls.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on just a second. She said you take a left on the street just past the gas station as you're coming in from Idle Falls, and it says Timber Creek. Okay. Okay, we need you to stay within cell service. We've got people going on the way.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. And you keep us updated with anything that's going on, okay?
Okay.
All right. Don't go away from cell service.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Jessica.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
From there, the family made their way back down to the picnic table area. That's when search and rescue crews arrived and searched every inch of this campground and the surrounding area. Now today, we're up here and there's tents. You can see there's 5 or 6 different tents here with coolers. There are people camping, enjoying the week. But at the time, the family, Jessica, Vernal, DeOrr, Bob, and Isaac, they were the only people here on this particular campsite. There was another camping party up over this hill on the upper campsite, but on that weekend, there weren't as many tents around as there are today. So just down the hill from the campsite, you can see there's a creek. There's actually a fork right here where the water comes together. On the day that DeOrr went missing, the water was much higher than it is today. And search and rescue crew members, they got on their hands, on their knees, on their feet, and they actually crawled through the water looking for any sign of DeOrr. So you can see behind me, this is the reservoir where the focus of the search was pretty intent those first few days. It's pretty large. It's right above the campsite. The water is pretty clear. In fact, just looking from where we're at, I'm pretty sure you can see the bottom or you can see most of it. So it would be easy to see from the sky. Again, they had divers in there on their hands and on their feet and on their knees. They had poles that they were using to prod into the water, and no sign of DeOrr was found inside this reservoir. Now, a few days after DeOrr vanished, the dogs, the cadaver dogs, did hit on this reservoir. That's because someone unknowingly dumped a bunch of cremains into the water. Well, they knew they were doing it, but what they didn't know is that a 2-year-old was missing, and that's why the dogs hit on this reservoir early on. But it turns out those were human cremains that a person came forward and said that they dumped some ashes in there and that it was not, unfortunately, it was not DeOrr.